Welcome to Defi Crypto, today's daily crypto news. Let's check that we're live though. Let's check. A bit slow. I think it's working. I'm getting YouTube notifications faster than on the website though. Let's double check that. I want to make sure everything is good here. Hello. Okay, it's coming. All right, we are live. All right, fix this stuff. And we're good to go. Hello, welcome everybody. All right, so as always, hey, we're getting closer to 3,000, but we're still missing 35 people. Okay, come on, follow on Twitter. It's at DeFi Crypto T. Not difficult, okay? Easy to find. And that's where you're gonna see the latest videos, and sometimes I do tweet and retweet there. Yes, when I find something really exciting, I talk about it on Twitter. All right, and the excitement is this. We're gonna talk about it today again. If you missed this video, watch it. This is very important. Okay, this is the biggest thing in the Phantom network right now. I'm not joking. Okay, this is big stuff. All right, welcome everybody. I'm going to answer your questions the second half of the video. Okay. All right, let's see. This is well, of course, Russia, Ukraine, everything. It's always in the news, obviously, because of the war and all that stuff. And a lot of people, I think, are going to be shorting the Russian ruble on Monday. They're as soon as they can. The forex markets, I think, are going to push down the ruble. Why? Well, a lot of banks around the world in Europe and North America are trying to target the Russian central bank by blocking it from using its own reserves. Okay, they're blocking it from the SWIFT system, which allows for bank transfers and so on. Several major banks have been targeted as well in Russia, not just the central bank. So a lot of people think that there's going to be a big dump on the Russian ruble. So you might have to watch that this week. And I think a lot of traders are going to want to take advantage of that and short the ruble this week. That could be a big event. Okay, if they manage to pull that off and they collapse the Russian ruble, that could collapse the Russian economy, or at least really hurt it pretty bad. Hello everybody, I'll answer your questions in the second half of the video. So I'm not sure if Putin calculated his moves very carefully. Maybe he did. Maybe he found a way to escape the sanctions. As I mentioned before, I think that he probably is going to use Bitcoin and other crypto to do international trade and try to avoid sanctions, which might have repercussions on regular people like you and me, because the European Union is trying to impose very strict laws against crypto. And we're expecting that Joe Biden issues an executive order to regulate crypto very, very soon. And I'm thinking that they might use Russia as a scapegoat and to impose very harsh laws on regular crypto users. I'm hoping not, but they might take that as an excuse to impose really strict rules on crypto trading. Anyway, we'll see. Next, governments have been seizing stolen Bitcoin and Ethereum. How did they do that? Well, a lot of people do stupid things, okay? If you keep all your money, all your crypto on centralized exchanges, well, it takes a minute for the government to freeze it. Okay, they call Coinbase, they call Binance or Coinbase or Qcoin, whatever, and they're gonna say, okay, freeze those accounts, the money is ours, and so on. Also, here they're talking about people that Bitfinex, the Bitfinex people, Heather Morgan and Ilya Lichtenstein, and they kept the keys to their wallet in the cloud. Okay, and again, it just took a subpoena to get the information out of centralized organizations that held the information. Okay, if you want privacy, centralize anything is not the way to do it. Okay, you have to keep the information in a decentralized fashion somewhere. Okay, you use your head if you want to keep your privacy. I'm not saying do anything criminal or anything like that. What I'm saying is that from time to time we see that governments abuse their powers, like Canada did. Okay, my homeland, and they might decide to use laws that were designed for terrorists to take your money. Okay, because you don't want to get vaccinated or something stupid like what happened in Canada recently. So it pays to be prudent. It pays to not keep too much money on centralized exchanges and centralized institutions and so on, including the cloud. Okay, if you keep your information on Google Cloud, well, Google reads it all. Okay, make no mistake. Okay, unless it's totally encrypted, and maybe they'll decrypt it without your knowledge, who knows. But if you keep anything on Google Cloud, Google reads it. And if the government wants access to it, Google is going to give it to them. Okay, same thing with Apple, same thing with all the cloud companies that you know. If they are centralized organizations, they will divulge the information to their respective governments and anybody that asks for it. If it was a lawyer that's working for your spouse when you're doing a divorce, they'll find the information also. They'll subpoena it at some point and get access to it. So, be prudent if you want to keep your information private. Now, this is something I've been expecting a lot since the invention of NFTs, okay, is that NFTs are a new way to raise funds for various projects. You want to start a company, you could start by issuing NFTs. You want to start a movie, you can start by issuing NFTs to raise funds for your project, okay? And that's what they're doing here, okay? This movie, Calarita, they rose funds using NFTs to pay for the project. I think it's a fantastic idea. Okay, I mean, it's a lot easier than to go to the bank because most likely they didn't have enough money to go, and that's why they didn't go to the bank. Okay, and I don't know how much money they raised. Probably not a ton. They don't say, right? And they say about it? No, I don't see any amounts. But anyway, let's say you need $1 million for your movie, okay? Okay, it's not so difficult. 10,000 NFTs, $100 each. There you go. You got $1 million. you know, just you know, promote your movie or your project and whatever, and you have pretty good chance of raising all if a part of or all of the funds that you need. It's really amazing. Okay, and you could do that for a legitimate business as well. Okay, you want to start a new crypto project, you need funds to pay for the developers and all that stuff. Issue some NFTs and tell the NFT holders, okay, you're gonna have first right to access you know, whatever benefits the project is going to give and so on, and you'll have voting powers or whatever, or use it as some sort of private club. Okay, that's been very successful as well. There's all kinds of ideas. I love the concept of NFTs. NFTs are going to be really big, a lot bigger than just slow silly pictures of monkeys and pandas and whatever. Okay, it's not just that. It's going to give you access to a bunch of benefits, access to services, access to private events, and so on and so on and so on. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with NFTs. And further, this is another example. Okay, apparently $2 million were raised using NFTs to help Ukraine. There you go. And that's yet another way to raise funds for all kinds of activities and things that people might think are worthwhile. All right, what's this one? Yeah, here, this is something I haven't figured out why Luna is going up so much. Maybe you guys are aware of something special going on with Luna right now. I don't know, but Luna is going up. I'm not complaining. I've got a little bag of Luna, but it's surprising. Most coins are, you know, not doing so amazing right now. But Luna is going up and up and up and up and up and up. I don't know what's going on there. If you look at the chart, this is the last 2 weeks. Look at this. That's a big jump in the last few days. Okay. I don't have an explanation, but I'm very happy about it. Now, even if I look at the Terra Twitter account, I don't see anything spectacular going on here. One thing that I noticed that a lot of people might like is that they've got the ultimate Terra beginner's guide. So if you don't know how to get on Terra, they explain everything right here. It looks really good. So creating a Terra Station wallet, on-ramping from fiat, using the Wallet Connect, purchasing NFT, depositing on Anchor Earn, and so on and so on. There's a bunch of information for beginners right there. Super nice. This is another project. This is some game, like it's a play-to-earn trading card game that's being launched on Terra. Apparently it's launching tomorrow. I'm not a big card player gamer, but if you like that kind of stuff, that might be fun to look at. Yeah, so I looked at the news here. There's nothing that spectacular going on the last few days on Terra. I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure it out at some point. Now, since we're at war, or there's a war going on, this is more like the stock market, but you might be interested in this kind of stuff. Raytheon Technologies and the U.S. Aerospace and Defense ETF, okay, might be interesting investments right now because these guys sell weapons, okay? So if NATO needs more weapons, they're going to buy from these guys and from the stocks that are on this ETF. So you might be able to profit from the war after all. Now, the other thing that's interesting is gold's going up. It's at a 13-month high right now. This often happens during wartime. Okay, because of when there's a lot of uncertainty, people buy gold. Okay, gold has been a refuge, security refuge for thousands of years. Okay, so I have a little bit of gold in my portfolio. I think everybody should have a little bit of gold in their portfolio, just in case things go really, really wrong. Okay, all right, next. What we're going to talk about again is Solidly. Now, this guy did a very, very good thread on Twitter. The name is Kamikazeth. So ETH. Follow that guy. He's fantastic. He's got a lot of very good information on his Twitter, and he explains in great detail what Solidly is about. Remember the video I made yesterday about Solidex? Solidex is using Solidly. It's built on top of that, okay? Now, they explained the Solidly War, a DeFi course in advanced game theory, he said. There's a lot of very sophisticated stuff going on, okay? It doesn't look like much when you look at it on the web page, but there's very, very advanced technology going on in here, okay? And very advanced game theory. The Solid token is not a regular farm token, okay? It's deflationary, and it's quite interesting. Well, not deflationary, but anti-dilution, okay? It is worth more when it is staked. Okay, and not only that, but the more you stake, the higher your yield all the time. And there's a lot of big players staking this stuff right now. So here he's trying to explain. I'm going to look at show you a couple of items in here. I'm not going to read through the whole thread. It's really long, but you should definitely have a look at it because this is major. I'm going to show you why I think it's major. Look at this. Look at this spike here. This is the Phantom Network TVL. Okay, it's spiking like crazy in the last few days. Why? Solidly opened a few days ago, and Solidex just opened like yesterday or 2 days ago. Okay, and just look here. Number 2, Solidly. Number 3, Solidex. They're huge, okay? Both of them are over $2 billion a piece. And that's just in a few days, okay? See, in 1 day, change 9% each, okay? That's pretty insane. And here, 7-day change for Solidly, 8,177%, okay? That's pretty insane. Now, this one doesn't have 7 days because it's not even 7 days old yet, and it's already over $2 billion. That's pretty crazy, okay? So there's a lot of interest in these two projects at the moment. I don't know for how long it's going to last. Right now, they're offering really, really, really high APRs. Of course, the APRs since yesterday have been going down a little bit. And they're probably going to go down further as more and more people invest in these things, but still, that's pretty amazing. Okay, so keep an eye on these projects. They're significant, very, very significant. So I want to go back here, and this is one of the key points here. The supply of the Solid token, Solid is from the Solidly project, is highly illiquid. That means a small buy pressure will cause a large price increase, okay, further boosting the APRs. So you just need a little bit extra demand to push everything up, okay, and to make a ton more profit. Initially, farming APRs will be underestimated for the first few weeks until people understand the new non-dilutive VE33 tokenomics model. This is new. This is a new model. Most people are not aware of it. Most people don't understand it yet. I'm barely understanding it, okay? So it's going to take a while before people realize how important this is. Now, yeah, and it's going to explain a lot of stuff here. It says traditional pool to farming mechanics will not directly apply to farming solid. This is a new type of ratchet flywheel that has consequences for farming game theory, because the farming tokens used to collect solid will not be subject to direct emissions. As a result, there will be an upward ratchet effect on the price of efficient farming coins, mainly these coins here. And he said another way, think of the protocol token purchase as indirect purchases of solid that have magnified buying power the earlier you join the farm. So the earlier you get your solid tokens, the more you're going to benefit. So key takeaways here. It says solid emissions are in effect a new incentive program for the Phantom ecosystem that will result in targeted price bumps for protocols that vote for pools with their own tokens, and most of these tokens are microcaps of $10 million or less. So again, a lot of buying pressure, a lot of price upward pressure on those tokens as well. To recap, Solid is the token for Solidly, a new AMM created by Andre Cronje, which I always keep talking about because the guy is a freaking genius in DeFi and is a major force on the Phantom network. And that's why I'm bullish on Phantom as well. So Solidly is basically a combination of Uniswap, Curve, and Convex with next generation contracts and revolutionary VE33 tokenomics that prevent dilution for holders who VE lock their solid tokens. So if you lock your tokens, you're protected against dilution. Okay. Here Andre Cronje has an article explaining the tokenomics and everything about the project, so you can read that as well. So how is Solid different from normal farm? First thing is non-dilution. Holders of Solid can lock their tokens and receive VE NFT in return. This non-dilution makes Solid the anti-farm and dump token, opening a new world for DeFi. So it looks like, of course, right now it's very early, okay? But according to this author, he thinks that Andre Cronje fixed the pump and dump problem that farm tokens typically have, okay? Most farm tokens, their price tends towards zero. It makes a curve like this, okay? And it goes down towards zero very, very soon after the project is launched, okay? I mean, just look at PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap is super popular, okay? It's a huge project on the Binance Smart Chain, but their cake token, I'm sorry to say, but I don't see how it can go back up, okay? It's around $5-6 a piece now. At one point it was like over $50 about a year ago and so on, and it kept going down and down and down and down and down and down and down, and even though they burn tokens by the millions every week, it's still not recovering. So maybe eventually if the Solidly experiment is successful, we don't know yet, it's brand new, but it looks really good already. If it's successful, you're probably going to see a ton of protocols implementing that VE33 thing. Okay, so I'm hopeful. I really hope that Andre Cronje fix that problem, because it's been plaguing hundreds of protocols, hundreds of them. So VE lockers vote for pools to receive emissions, receive trading fees from pools they vote for, and enjoy perpetual non-dilution. The last point flips the farming game upside down because it kills the classic farm and dump meme. And there's another article here from Andre Cronje about this. The game theory lesson 1. Non-dilution for VE lockers create an extremely strong incentive to lock all solid tokens as soon as possible, because any solid tokens not locked will be diluted by subsequent emissions. Okay, this is a recipe for massive supply shock. So it looks like the incentive to lock your tokens is really good, and that should keep most of the supply locked, okay, which would reduce the chances of the price of the token to tank. It looks like that. Of course, it's brand new, so maybe they're wrong, okay? But I'm very hopeful. Cronje is pretty smart, so he might have fixed it. And it says the concept should be familiar to DeFi fans of Ohm, and the Butterfly 3 staking gives expanding rebases, which is functionally a dilution penalty for non-stakers. But Solid is VE33, which adds a revolutionary twist of non-dilution protection, solving the Ohm betrayal loop. So Cronje looked at the Ohm forks and saw that there was a big problem there. And he thinks that he found a solution to that problem. Because a lot of people said the tokens were getting diluted. And now he says, okay, we're going to fix that. So he invented a new system that says it's not going to dilute the tokens anymore. So the non-dilution protection V33 means that once you lock your Solid tokens, your percentage ownership of the protocol cannot be diluted. Okay, this non-dilution will result in a very high percentage of Solid tokens being locked, creating a massive supply shock. Okay, said that already. The supply shock means that even small buying pressure for Solid will cause large price moves. So if there's a lot of, if there's any pressure to buy, okay, that should push the price of the token sky high. Okay, Solid price increases will boost the APR for farming pools, which will increase buy pressure for farming coins and so on. So basically what he did, he took technology that came from Uniswap, Curve, Convex, and Olympus, okay, and merged all those 4 technologies to create this VE33. Because the Curve model is very successful, okay? And Convex is using Curve tokens to generate a ton of income and so on. So that he's copying some of that into the Solidly protocol. Okay, and that's what Solidex is trying to take advantage of. Okay, they're trying to obtain as many Solid tokens as possible to influence the price and influence the APR as well by voting to increase the yield. Now, the second order effect of the ratchet flywheel is that the early Solid tokens will generally be undervalued until the non-dilution game is widely understood. This means that even high APRs for farming pools will grossly underestimate the value of the Solid tokens being farmed. So basically what he's expecting is that long term, the APR should go up because the value of the Solid token should go up. But that remains to be seen, okay? It's still early in the game. I'm hopeful, but it's early in the game. The reason for the initial undervaluation is that earlier Solid tokens represent a perpetually higher percentage ownership of the protocol if they are VE locked, a point which will not be widely understood for a few weeks. Lesson: be early and lock your Solid tokens. Now, second part of the game theory lesson: traditional pool farming mechanisms will not directly apply to farming Solid. The farming coins, the protocol tokens used to collect Solid, will not be subject to direct emissions. As a result, there will be an upward ratchet effect on the price of tokens that are efficient for farming Solid, mainly these. How can you evaluate which coins will be most efficient? See my other thread. So there's another thread. I'm not going to go through that. You can read that yourself. He says, think of token purchases to join LP pools as indirect purchases of Solid with magnified buying powers the earlier you join the farm. The longer you wait, the higher the farming token prices will be, increasing the cost of Solid. And that's why you're not going to earn as much. So you better get in the game early before the price of Solid shoots up. so that he expects. Okay, again, remains to be seen if the practice will hold to the theory, but there's a lot of smart people involved in this. They might have found a solution. I'm pretty convinced that Cronje might have fixed the problem. So he says, don't think of Solidly as simply a new protocol. Instead, think of Solid Emissions as a new incentive program for the Phantom ecosystem that will vacuum capital and farmers from other chains. And that's what we're seeing right here. Okay, billions of dollars have been going into Phantom in the last few days since those two protocols open, since Solidly and Solidex open. Okay, if it's if the theory holds, okay, the Phantom network is going to explode in 2022 if they're successful. Okay, so I'm super bullish on Phantom. I'm super bullish on Solidly and Solidex right now. Really. So, you know, let's see how it goes, right? But and those are the three horses I'm betting on right now. All right. So what else we got here? Okay, it says Solidly is a high-profile launch, very high-profile, with next-gen contracts that enable new DeFi use cases, such as foreign exchange trading, high-efficiency looping, etc. So what he's expecting is that a lot of new, very exciting protocols are going to build on top of that. Okay? We just saw a tiny glimpse with Solidex, and I showed you also Impermax very briefly in my video yesterday. But he's expecting a lot of fun stuff, a lot of new technology, and a lot of new protocols jumping on board very fast. So anyway, I think we're at the bottom of this. It says this is a rare opportunity where the entire supply of a high-profile protocol launch is being freely given to the community. So that's when they gave the NFTs at the beginning, and yeah, it looks very, very exciting. Anything else? Yeah, see, he expects massive cross-chain capital inflows to Phantom. He thinks Phantom is going to suck in a lot of capital out of Ethereum, Avalanche, and a bunch of other side chains. And they're all going to jump on board this because of this project. It's super exciting. Anyway, that's all the news. So let's look at your questions. Let's have a look at your questions. All right. Hello. Yes, loud and clear. What do we got here? Can I talk about privacy coins today? Monero, Secret Network, and others. You know, you might think future will be. I did a Secret Network video recently. Did you see it? If we look in the content, I did it a few, when was it? A week ago? Secret Network, right here. Look for it. It's not a long time ago, February 21. Yeah, check it out. I show the very basics of the Secret Network, how to get on board, how to get set up to start. Okay. I didn't do a video about Monero. I'm not very familiar with it yet. I would have to investigate and so on. The problem with Monero is that some countries have banned it, like Japan. Okay, Japan totally banned Monero. Okay, but the Secret Network, to my knowledge, has not been banned anywhere. Okay, some countries really don't like cryptocurrencies. Like Japan is not really keen on crypto. Okay, they think it's a major threat to their central bank. So they're trying to control what their citizens can do, because citizens are like cattle. You didn't know that, but governments think that you're cattle and you're owned by the government. Okay, I hate that concept, but a lot of governments think like that. So yeah, the secret network, I talked about it at length. It's a 43-minute video. Check it out. Skyfox, hello, good evening. Yes, hello to you too. Hello from Keys somewhere. Sorry, I don't know why, but my stupid screen keeps cutting off. Can I bring this closer? Hang on, let me see if I can. Maybe I can see better now. Hello from Kiev. Yes. Well, sorry that your country is being attacked. Regarding the video, learn how to triple your UST yield on Anchor using Mirror protocol. Can you explain how to monitor position properly, please? Well, let's go on Mirror. So on Mirror, you have your My page, and this is the transactions I perform in the video. Okay. Basically, what you want to check is this column here. Okay. It should be the same for everyone, pretty much. Not this one. This is a different token altogether. But these here. Okay. So you have to make sure that your collateral is over the minimum. The minimum here is 110%. My collateral is at 152%. I'm safe. That's all I need to worry about. Okay. Basically, I started. How much is there? See, I borrowed 1,184. And I started with $500. So 500 plus 1,100 something. So it's a little bit over $1,500. Okay, the numbers are a little bit confusing because of this amount down here. But anyway, don't worry too much about it. So the point is to borrow, to use leverage. Okay, you take your original UST and you want to multiply it. So in this case, we 3x'd it. Okay, so now instead of having $500 earning me 19.5% on Anchor, I've got roughly 1,500 earning me 19.5. So if you take 19.5 multiplied by 3, you're roughly getting close to 60%, give or take, okay, 58.5%, okay, on your original 500, okay. Now, you don't need to worry too much about the price of the spider, okay, the mSPY, because you're covered with your collateral. And personally, I would like to keep this position for a long time, as long as the market is kind of bearish. Okay, if the market, I don't know, let's say something miraculous happens, the war is over in Ukraine, inflation just magically disappeared, the Federal Reserve says, oh wow, fantastic, we don't need to raise interest rates, we can maintain it super low, and go on and keep on spending, okay? Yeah, then the market's going to become very, very bullish, right? And that might put our collateral at risk, okay? Because then the mSPY would probably go up. Now, we have to understand that this is the stock market. The mSPY is reflects the price of the S&P 500. So that's 500 stocks moving, okay? Now, typically, some go up, some go down, some go up, some go down. And the overall sentiment of the market, okay, is what dictates the price of mSPY. Now, if the market is bullish, it's going to go up. But because it's 500 stocks, it takes a lot of momentum to push all that stuff up. Okay? So it's not like Bitcoin going up and down 10% in a day or 20% in a day. It's almost, it's very rare that the S&P 500 is going to move up or down more than 2-3%. Okay? Now, if you see it moving up 2-3% for several days in a row, okay, now you're probably going to have your collateral at risk, and then you might want to close your position. Okay? But you don't need to worry too much about the price. As long as your collateral is okay, you are earning 3 times the APY on Anchor. And that's your point. Okay, that's what you want. Now, don't forget your collateral is growing in value over time slowly because it's only 19.5%. But it's, if we take 19.5% per month, divided by 12, so it's 1.6% per month, 1.625. So your collateral value, if you have like 1,500 times 0.01625, you know, for $1,500, the total value of my collateral here, I'm expecting to gain about $24-25 per month. Okay, so you can expect that for this kind of amount. Okay, that your collateral will go up about $24-25 per month. Okay, now you want obviously if the market goes our way, meaning that the market is bearish, mSPY should not go up. mSPY should go down in value, and if it goes down in value, that reduces our debt, which is what we want. Okay, because we're borrowing here. We're borrowing the mSPY, so we want the mSPY to shrink in value, while we want our collateral to expand in value. Okay, so just keep an eye on it. Don't worry too much about this price. Okay, unless it keeps on shooting up. Okay, if it shoots up a lot, then your collateral would be at risk. Okay, but right now we're pretty cool at 152.75%. I'm not worried at all. Okay, I want to keep this position several months unless I see the market turning around. Okay, if the market becomes very, very bullish, then I'm going to liquidate that. But I would still have collected some extra income. Okay, like $24 a month, for instance. Okay, and it's stable coins. This stuff is all stable coins, so I'm not going to lose value on this side. I'm not going to lose value on this side. I may lose value on this side if the price here shoots up too much. Okay, but that's what it is. Now, you might want to use Ape board. Okay, and put your Terra wallet address on Ape board. Okay, if you do that, it will show the total value of your position. Okay, so you might want to use that. It doesn't work on DBank, and I don't think it works on Zapper either, but it works on apeboard.com. Okay, Russia can't fully replace fiat with crypto because they'll lose the ability to fund expenses with devaluation. Totally agree. Maybe Luna went up because Mars protocol lock dropped 200 million locked so far. Perhaps. I was thinking about that, but I don't know. Until Mars protocol is actually open for business and doing something out of airdrops, I'm not that excited about it. I want to see it functioning. I want to see what kind of banking facilities they're offering, okay? What kind of lending and whatnot. I want to see that. All right. Due to a copy-paste MetaMask malware, I sent an amount of Phantom to a wrong address. Is there a chance to retrieve them? The coins originated from my SEX account, which is KYC. Thanks. Well, did you contact your centralized exchange? That's what I would check first. Okay, they might have a way of helping you, but typically, if you send tokens to the wrong address, they're pretty much lost, unless you know the person who received it, and maybe they can send them back to you. But and if in this case, if it's a centralized exchange, talk with them. They might be able to help, but chances are your tokens are lost. Yeah, say goodbye to your money. That's what I'm thinking. I'm staking Phantom Tomb with Beefy. Okay. Are you going to cover OXD when it comes out? It's said to be more successful than Solidex, though owning more NFTs and having lesser bugs. Whenever it's ready, we'll have a look. There was kind of a pre-launch phase that confused the hell out of me. I was like, what are we doing here? I find that the documentation on 0xD DAO is pathetic. Okay, I'm not pleased with the documentation. I checked on their Discord. They're not explaining shit. Okay, all right, maybe it's only for super geniuses, okay, this project, and I'm too dumb to understand it. But come on, you know, they should explain their stuff a little bit better, I think. I do agree with you, they do have a lot more NFTs than Solidex, but at least Solidex, I don't know, I think Solidex, the documentation, it's not finished. But the documentation they gave me, I thought was very straightforward. On 0x DAO, it's like, what are we doing here? I don't know. They had like, they had a ton of TVL, now they got nothing. I don't know, it's confusing to me. It's very, very, very confusing. Make it easy, I'm not that clever. Greetings from Turkey. Yes, welcome, welcome. How can I make lots of money quickly? I don't know. It depends on how good you are at marketing or how good you are at trading. There are lots of ways to make money. And crypto is like ridiculously easy, okay, to make and lose money, okay? Did you guys check my perpetual protocol? Okay, I mean, if you can read the chart and you're guessing right, you can make a ton of money with a tiny amount of investment. Okay, you can double your money in a few hours. It's not that hard. I tried to show that yesterday, but for some reason it didn't want to show here. Let me see if I can just show you where it is. Perp. I don't know if it's gonna show, but we can try. All right. Maybe the graph is gonna show, maybe not. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. All right. You see, ETH took a big dump today. If you shorted ETH here, okay, and then close your position here, you could have made a killing. Okay? Same thing yesterday. Actually, you could have made killings 3 times in the last couple of days. Look. It took a dump here. You buy around here. You short around here. You close your position around here. You take another position long. You sell here. And then when it starts turning red, okay, you close that position. And then you take another position short. And around here you sell. You close that position. Look, you could have made a ton of cash here, okay? And you don't need to risk a lot of money. You could put $100 there, and you can quadruple your money in a day, okay? Why? Because right here, you can have 10x, okay, leverage, right? See, if I were to think that, I think Ethereum is going to go back up, I could go long on it right now, okay, and 10x my investment, okay, and I could make a sizable amount of money. Of course, if I'm wrong, I'm guessing wrong, I'm timing this wrong, I can lose my investment. But you don't have to put a ton of money there to make money. You could put $100, okay. Start with small amounts until you figured out a system that works for you, okay. And you could day trade this stuff all day long, okay. And the commissions are pretty low. And actually, after the video, I'm putting the link. I talked to those people, okay, they're not paying me to do this, okay, but they gave me a referral link, and if you use the referral link, you get 20% of the commissions, so everybody wins, okay. And I've been playing with this this week, and I managed to make a couple of bucks here and there. When I guess right. Of course, when I guess wrong, I lost some money, but it's pretty easy to use, and it's kind of fun. The interface is not complicated, and you can choose your favorite token here. You can do Sol, okay. I don't know if it's going to show. Yeah. See, and then you can figure out, okay, is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? You bet one way or another, okay. But remember, it's very risky. And it depends on if you're guessing right or not, okay. But don't bet too much at a time. Small amounts, okay. And you can make a good income with this, okay. So that's one way if you want to make money fast. You can lose money fast too, but so far I've been lucky. Most of my positions were successful. Some were not. But, if I'm starting to see too much loss, I close the position very quickly. But you can keep it, when the market's going your way, you can ride it all the way up or all the way down, as long as it's going your way. All right. It depends. For this, I find that you have to take the right timing. Like if you sell short right here, it's really good. Okay. And then about here, well, no, you close your short. Okay, and all the way down, you can make a lot of money. Okay, that's one way of using crypto to make money fast. Okay, you can lose money fast too. If you keep guessing wrong, yeah, you're gonna lose money fast. Another way is like I don't know if you're artistic, you can create NFTs and build a community around that. And look. During the heyday of the NFTs last year, there were several projects. Okay, they minted like 10,000 tokens and sold them off like in 15 minutes. Okay, and made and pocketed millions of dollars. So that's another way. All right, but you have to be clever at marketing and at selling this stuff, right? Nothing comes without effort. Okay, nothing comes without some risks. All right, but there's a lot of ways to make money with crypto for sure. What's the best way to buy crypto? I lose 1.8% depositing on Binance using euros. Going from fiat to crypto, you're probably going to lose some money at most places. Okay, I don't know one place that doesn't charge you an outrageous fee to get on board. Okay. Now the point is, once you got the crypto, then find a place to earn more than the fees that it costs you to get there. Okay, and we've talked about that at several places. We got Balancer. Balancer's a pretty good place. Let's see what they look like today. Balancer. I haven't looked at them in a while. Balancer. I'm gonna go on Polygon. Polygon on Balancer typically has the best rates, but we need to switch our wallet. All right, switch network, come on. Come on. Yep. All right. The rates are not amazing. But anyway, you got like here, these are stable coins. This one would be better because at least it beats inflation, 9.44%. But you got all kinds of other portfolios. You can earn 22% on this portfolio. This is not all stable coins. There's only one stable here. But you know, it's diversified. Those are good tokens. And this one, AVAX, Ethereum, Sol, those are good tokens as well. But there's always a risk of the tokens tanking, okay, because they're not stable coins. These are stable coins. They're not going to go anywhere, but you can earn 9.44% at the moment. The rates will change from day to day, okay? It's nothing fixed. You can look at Yearn. From time to time, Yearn has really nice rates. Okay. This is Iron Bank, but if we go to Vault, and where are the stables? Dola still has the best rate for stables at 1188. But anyway, it gives you an idea. Yearn is one of the best places. Another place now that's very exciting would be Solidex. Because I showed it yesterday, they have stablecoin pools. Oh, it wants Phantom. I need to switch Phantom. Phantom, come on. Ugh. MetaMask. MetaMask is not willing to work today. Yes, I want Phantom. Yes, thank you. All right, so we're on Phantom. Very good. Pools, go back. All right, see, you can select stables here. And be careful. Some of them they call stable, but they're not stable coins. What they are, like Solidex, SolidSex, and Solid. Basically, the two tokens have different names, but they're the same price. But these are stable coins. Okay, so you have USDC MIM. Right now, you can earn 19.7%. USDC Frax, those are stable coins. You can earn 17.8%. Now you're going to earn that in SEX and in solid tokens. Be aware of that. But the rates are pretty good, and you cannot lose on the capital, at least. The prices of these, the SEX and the solid tokens, will vary, so they can go down. Okay, so be aware of that. On the other protocols, the rates are on Yearn, and the rates are paid in the same token that you deposited. So if you deposited DOLA or MIM, you're going to get DOLA or you're going to get MIM. Not here. Near here it's different. On Balancer, it's a mix. You're going to get the same tokens that you invested in, plus you're going to get BAL tokens, and sometimes you get also bonus Chi token and so on. Okay. So those are pretty good places to put some of your money. And there's also Anchor protocol, where you can earn. So here you can deposit UST tokens, which are also stable coins, and you can earn 19.46%, which is pretty steady, okay, since at least June last year, because I've been using this protocol since June last year. I've always seen the rates over 19 point something%, okay, so that's pretty steady. All right, other questions. What we got here? Perpetual not available in the US. Well, if you're in the US, do not use VPNs, because with VPNs you would get access. So don't use a VPN. I cannot tell you to use a VPN because that would be bad, right? So don't use a VPN. That might work. Hey, recently found your channel. Good work. Thank you very much. Just joined. Maybe you mentioned it already. Could you get USDC to UST and stake it on Anchor for 19%, or is there anything else I'm missing? Well, you have to convert or swap your USDC for UST first. Okay? As far as I know, there's no USDC on the Terra network. I don't think it's available. So I don't know what centralized exchange you can use, okay? But typically most of the big centralized exchanges allow you to buy UST. So if you have USDC, swap it for UST on your centralized exchange. If your money is on MetaMask, then you can also swap it for UST on, try to use Binance Smart Chain so that you can use the bridge. I'm going to show you the bridge. Bridge, come on. All right. So here we're going to switch this to Terra, and typically unsupported network, whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So you can send money from Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, or Harmony to the Terra ecosystem. And on Binance Smart Chain, you can swap USDC for UST. Okay, so once you've done that, you use the bridge, and you put in your Terra Station wallet address here, you put your amount here, you choose UST here, right there. Okay, and then you can send the money from Binance Smart Chain to Terra after you hit Connect Wallet. Okay. Now, if you're not sure where to swap, go to 1inch. That's a good place to swap. All right. What else? Why do you think people in crypto are so greedy? I told people about Anchor, 19% APY, and normal people already called it a Ponzi scam. Yeah, if Anchor is a Ponzi, my God, right? Okay, you have to understand that a lot of people that are in crypto were born yesterday, okay? They're like mushroom, okay? It rained yesterday, the mushroom just came out, okay? And that's a lot of people in crypto, okay? They don't know nothing. I've been around the stock market and the financial world for 40 freaking years, okay? I know that 19% is huge, okay? Especially when you go to the bank and they give you a fraction of 1%, okay, and that the government treasury bills give you what, 1, maybe 2% for long-term treasury bonds. And I'm like, how the hell, you know, are you supposed to make money with that? Yeah, the thing is, a lot of people have been spoiled rotten by crazy high APRs and APYs on various protocols for the last, since DeFi was invented, okay, about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago at the most, okay? So they've been spoiled. They don't know, okay, that normally anything over 10% is miraculous. Okay, in the traditional financial world, okay? So, you know, they're young, they don't know anything, okay? That's the point. And why do you think I make all these videos trying to explain stuff as basic as possible? I'm trying to make it easy to assimilate and digest by as many people as possible. I try to make it simple. I try to reduce the hype. Okay, I try to show like things that matter. I try to teach about security. I try to teach people about how to read audits. Who the hell does that on YouTube? Nobody talks about audits. I'm the only one that I know of that reads an audit report online. Okay? I'm trying to show people what matters. Okay? I try to help people reduce their risk. Okay? But, you know, people just say, oh, I'm going to do 100x on token, you know, POO token X. Okay, go ahead, have fun. What are your thoughts on real node projects, maybe like fractional, rocket, and fractional? What do you mean real node projects? Real node projects, that's like Flux, okay, and Presearch, and what else? There's a couple of other famous ones. Okay, those are real nodes. Okay, you need to set up a Gala nodes. Yeah, that's another good one. Those are real nodes. Okay, fractional, whatever you call it. I don't know about those. Yeah, building onto that, how does DeFi generate so much money for users compared to traditional finance? I have a hard time believing that. Sometimes too, that even 20% APY is considered safe in DeFi. Okay. First of all, nothing is considered safe in DeFi. Risks. Okay? So keep that in mind. There's always a risk that the UST is going to go off peg. Okay? There's always a risk that somebody is going to find a hole in the code and crash the protocol and steal billions of dollars. Okay, so never think it's safe. What is possible at Anchor is that they found a way to generate a reasonably steady income here. How they do that? Well, they go here. Okay. This is where it comes from. Okay, you take some Luna, you bond it. Okay, the bonding of Luna, okay, actually what it does is that it takes your Luna and it stakes it, okay, on some validators, and the validators give income to Anchor. Okay, and then Anchor puts that money here and gives it to you here. Okay, it's not magic. Okay, it's there's nothing mysterious about it. Okay, the validators are because they validate all the millions and millions of transactions on the network. They receive rewards, and when you stake money on them, they give you a share of the rewards. Okay, now it looks huge at 19.46%, but it's actually a lot lower. It's because they put it on the Luna token, and so essentially you're getting maybe 7, 8, 9, 10% on Luna. Okay. And because there's a lot more Luna that's collecting the money and the income, and then they distribute it on a smaller amount of UST, then they can increase the rate. Okay, so they have a formula. It's all in the math and in the coding. Okay, if you're a programmer, you could check the code for this and understand the mechanics. Okay, but it's not magic. Okay. They're not. It's not a Ponzi. It's not. This is genuine. This is a real, honest to God protocol. Okay, it's not safe. Okay, don't think it's safe. That's why I always say, don't put all your money at the same place. It's too risky. Okay, it's very risky. All right, what do we got here? 20% on Terra seems really much. I would like to know how that comes. I just explained it, okay? It comes from bonding. This is a bonded asset, the Luna here, okay? They're bonding this on validators, and then the validators share the rewards with Anchor, and Anchor shares the rewards with you, okay? That's how it works. All right. I mean, you could go directly and take your Luna and stake it directly on a validator. The problem is when you want to unstake, there's a certain period of time. How long is it? A week, 2 weeks? Okay, on which you're not going to earn any income when you're on stake. Okay, so this is better. This is better. All right. If I become rich from DeFi, will women throw themselves at me? I guess women like money. Yeah, you have a good chance. I'm joking. Okay. Why people keep asking me if I'm that gay guy? Oh my god. What's best VPN that you do not use? I heard that NordVPN is a good VPN not to use. Alright, I'm buffering. Same here. Yeah, the connection is bad. Interesting to note how that Anchor pays you 4% for borrowing UST now. Yeah, that is probably, I mean, right now it says 4.36%. Last year around June, you know how much this was? Over 120%. I mean, it was ridiculous. Okay, the bonus rewards that we were getting, I mean, they were more than paying us. I mean, it was more than free money. It was ridiculous. They were really pushing to try to get as many people as possible on that protocol. So now I'm happy because it's positive. But last year I made a ton of money with this. Why do you wear red every day? Because I do. Even in real life, I love the color red. I've got about 50 or 60 different red t-shirts. and a lot of them are red. Okay. I love the color red, and for this channel I'm trying to make it easy for people to recognize me. So there's the monocle, there's the red shirt, there's that picture. I'm trying to make it kind of a brand, you know, kind of thing, so it doesn't confuse people too much. Okay, and they're gonna say, oh, it's that guy who wears red and a monocle. Yeah, that's me. All right, so wait, they pay me for borrowing? Yes, they do. They pay you 4.6% for borrowing money. Look the way it works. You have a borrowing APR of 12.52% and a distribution APR of 16.89%. What's the difference? 4.36. Now, where does it go? It goes right here. This one. See? I'm earning some ANC tokens. That's the 4.36%. Okay, so right now there's not a lot of money in there because I sold my Anchor tokens a few days ago. But that's where that extra interest accumulates. Okay, that's where it is. So basically, that if you go here, okay, this is the distribution APR. So you get 16.89%, and that's going over here, okay? And this interest is deducted from that value when you take it out, right? And here you earn 19.46%. on your UST if you deposit some. Right now I took the UST out because I put it on Mirror. But I'm still earning 19.46%, but on 3 times my money. I had $500 here, and I put it on Mirror, and I 3x'd it, so now I'm earning 58 point something percent. What's your take on XRP and XLM? Not much. What can I do with that damn thing? XRP, as far as I understand, it's a token, and it's Ripple is used by banks to help do transfers. I have a very basic knowledge of XRP. It doesn't excite me. I cannot use it in DeFi, as far as I know. Okay, the price action hasn't been very spectacular, as far as I know, either. If we look at CoinGecko, and XRP is right here. And if we look at the price, sorry. See, there was a major pump and dump right here back in 2018. And another one in, what was this, 2021, April. And when it recovered, and now it tanked again. I don't know, what do you want me to do with this thing? Can I, you know, do DeFi with it? I don't know, I don't think so. And XLM, I don't even know what that is. What does that XLM do? XLM. Stellar? Is that it? All right. Oh, look at that. Same chart. Pretty much the same price action you got from XRP. Probably they issued by Ripple as well, or what? Who the heck makes this stuff? There's no not much information. Stellar.org, Stellar Community. I don't know. I don't know what we can do with this stuff. As far as I know, it's just a coin you can speculate on. So you buy it here. If you buy it at today's price, well, you're hoping it's going to go up in value, right? Does it earn income? I don't know. I don't think so. It's not obvious to me. I don't know why it's what the interest is. It's a little bit like Shiba Inu for me. What's the big deal? Okay, price goes up, price goes down. You just try to make a buck out of it. You try to buy a low, sell high. Okay, good for you. Enjoy. Me, I like DeFi. DeFi, you can create protocols, you can build strategies, you can generate passive income out of that stuff. You know, there's all kinds of stuff you can do with DeFi that I don't see on these plain old tokens that don't do DeFi. Okay, what's your take on XRP? Okay, why do you think people are still investing in things like Bitcoin Cash and classic Ethereum? Like, those are dead coins to me. I tend to agree with you. For me, a token needs to have use cases, plural. Okay? DeFi provides use cases for a lot of tokens. Okay? What I like about Ethereum, Phantom, Avalanche, and so on is that those tokens are very, very useful. You can stake them on a bunch of hundreds of different DeFi protocols. You can earn income on that. You can borrow against them. You can leverage them. You can, on the perpetual, for instance, you can do all kinds of fun stuff. Okay? I don't see that on those other tokens. Well, all you can do is speculate on the price up or down. And it's like, okay, and they pretty much all are going to follow Bitcoin more or less. Okay, maybe not XRP. This price action is pretty spectacular, but yeah. What do you think people are still investing in things? Yeah. What you guys only checking shit coins? So you're saying classic Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash are shitcoins? Anyway, I mean, they're just speculative tools, okay? It's a little bit like Litecoin. Litecoin had its heyday when it started because at that time there was pretty much only Bitcoin at that time. And somebody said, oh, let's make another coin. And they call it Litecoin because apparently it was lighter. It didn't need as much computing power to run or something else. I don't remember the whole story. But yeah. But now today, what can you do with Litecoin? Okay, what's the interest? I don't see it. They haven't developed it. Okay, at least if you could do smart contracts on Litecoin, on Ethereum, on Bitcoin Cash, and all that stuff, that would be more exciting. But right now you can't, as far as I know. Where do you swap fiat for crypto? Well, probably pretty much every central exchange, right? If you go to Binance, you go Coinbase, whatever. That's where you can swap fiat for crypto. And now you can do it directly on MetaMask as well. If MetaMask wants to show. See, there's a buy button right here. Okay, and it's going to lead you to transact, and you can put your credit card there. They're going to charge you a huge fee, but you can convert your fiat to crypto directly and put it direct into MetaMask. So if you want to buy a Phantom token, you can do that right here. What do you think about Terra token and BEETS token? They have massive TVA but low market cap. Well, Terra is not that popular, but it's trying to get on the solidly bandwagon right now. So good luck to them on that. BEETS as well. BEETS is becoming more popular. BEETS is a fork of Balancer that I showed earlier, and BEETS is moving up in ranks on the Phantom network. I think we can see it on where's that stuff on Phantom right here. If we look down here, where's BEETS? BEETS. Beethoven, number 10. It's the 10th largest TVA, 10th largest protocol by TVA on Phantom. So that's pretty good. How much they have? $372 million. So it's not super huge like Solidly and Solidex, which are extremely popular at the moment. But, you know, that's pretty good. Number 10. Okay. And what's the other one you're talking about? Taro? Where's Taro? Taro's number 15, right here. Yeah, Terra is not as popular, 170. When I used it for testing, the interface was a little bit annoying. I think the leverage farming you can do on Terra could be, I don't know, the interface could be better designed to make it easier to understand what you're doing. Okay, theoretically, you could do what's called pseudo delta neutral leverage farming on it, but the interface is not helpful. It's not easy to calculate using their interface. Okay, you got to do your math outside and then plug in the numbers later. Not easy. Are you confident in BNB? They only like 21 validators, so centralized. I think AVAX should at least be priced higher than them. Well, the thing is, you have to understand that BNB is backed by Binance, and Binance is massive. Okay? Binance is huge. And Binance is pushing to spread crypto all over the planet. Like, Binance is all over Africa, for instance. Probably don't know that, but they've got, hackathons and coding contests in Africa and third world, all over the planet, because a lot of third world countries really understand that fiat is shit, okay? And that if they want to save themselves, they need to get into crypto. So there's a lot of interest, okay? You're going to see if Binance and others that are other crypto agencies that are going to be successful in Africa, you're going to see Africa booming, okay? The African countries' economies there should be booming in the next few decades, okay? If they get into crypto in big time, okay? I'm very hopeful for that. I really hope that Africa gets out of its misery that was caused by hundreds of years of colonization from the freaking Europeans above them. Anyway, I think there's going to be a lot of change in Africa thanks to crypto. But yeah, and that's mostly because of Binance. Binance has very deep pockets. You know, CZ, the CEO of Binance, Bloomberg estimates that he's worth at least $96 billion, and that's his assets outside of his crypto portfolio. So we don't know how much CZ has in crypto. Okay, just his assets, like basically shareholdings of Binance and all the subsidiaries that Binance has, okay, that's worth $96 billion, okay? And on top of that, he could have another $100 billion in crypto assets for all we know. I don't know. I have no idea how rich the guy is, but he's probably in the top 5 richest men in the world, okay? And he doesn't own all of Binance, okay? He's got other partners in there. So you can see how big Binance is. Binance makes money like water. It's ridiculous. So yeah, the BNB is backed by Binance. Binance is huge. There's a huge utility use case for the BNB. And that's why it's priced so high, okay? AVAX is new, okay? It's not as big as, if you look at all the chains here, AVAX is number 5. Binance is still number 3 right now. Terra took over recently, and Phantom is pretty close, okay? Phantom might take over, especially with Solidly and Solidex and all that stuff that's going on. I wouldn't be surprised if Phantom becomes number 3 very soon. We'll see. The big battle there. But yeah, Avalanche is lagging a bit. But you see, these 3, Binance, Phantom, and Avalanche, really close race. You know, almost $12 billion at Binance, 11 point something at Phantom, 10 billion at Avalanche. Really close race, really close race. So, but I think Phantom is going to take over. Okay, and then the battle is going to be between Terra and Phantom for a while this year. Okay, Ethereum is still way ahead, but it lost a lot of feathers since last year. Look at since a year ago. Okay, Ethereum was 91%. Today it's 55, I think, 58. Okay, it lost a lot of feathers, and that's going to keep on going. You can be sure of that. All right. So, but imagine if hackers do coordinated attack on all 21 validators. Okay, first of all, you think it never happened? Okay. A lot of hackers have been thinking exactly what you've been thinking. Hey, there's only 21 validators. Let's attack them. They probably did. Probably thousands of times by now. Okay, so yeah, it is more centralized, but it's probably pretty resilient because hackers find things they can exploit. If it was easy to exploit and break the system at Binance Smart Chain, they would have done it already. Okay? The fact that it hasn't happened yet that we know of, okay, testifies to the solidity of that system, although it is very, very centralized. Okay? So you got to give credit where credit is due. It looks like it's robust enough to have withstood a lot of attacks, because chances are it's probably under attack 24/7 as we speak. Okay, there's probably thousands of hackers creating bots trying to attack those validators every single minute. Okay, very, very likely. Okay. Hackers have, hackers don't wait. They'll test their theory on the validators immediately. Okay, as soon as they find an opportunity, they do it. All right, what time is it? Okay, we've been doing this almost an hour. Other questions? You guys have other questions before we shut down for the day? All right. Oh, we're getting, I just hired a new guy that's going to do timestamps for these videos. Okay, because I talk forever. And so within 24 hours, if you look at the description of the video, there's going to be timestamps listed in there, so you can watch the parts that you want to watch, okay, and skip ahead for the stuff that you don't want to watch again. All right. Yep. More questions. Come on. I'm doing this for you guys, so you better ask questions. All right. Questions. It's gonna be last call. All right. After that, we're gonna shut down the live feed. All right. You guys have questions? I'm gonna wait a bit because I'm sure there's a lag. But if there are no more questions, we're gonna shut down the stream, the live stream, very soon. Okay. Mugi Balo, put a question mark. What's your question? Do you have any exposure to Harmony Chain? Yeah. I'm on Defi Kingdom. I made a couple videos about Defi Kingdom, so I'm on that. We had a tiny amount of money on what's called U-Chain, something like that. What do you call it again? U-Charge, whatever it's called. The Ohm fork on the Tomb fork, sorry, on Harmony. I put a little bit there. And what else? I do have an Ohm fork there. Wagni. Lost a lot of feathers on that one, but I'm leaving it there. It's not closing down yet, so why not? What the heck is Volt Inu? I have no idea what that is. Volt Inu. Volt Inu. Well, it does exist. What is this crap? Yeah, it looks fantastic. Look at the price action. Why would I invest in crap like that? Look at the supply. Look at the supply. Can you even pronounce this? Okay? Why would you invest in shit like this? Yeah, Unite. Unite, that's the one. Why would you want to invest in Volt Inu? What's the point? What's the point? Right? It's like it went from 0.0000 to 0.0000. You can't even measure the price of this thing. Come on, that's a joke, right? what's the point? Okay? I mean, I could create this. I could create a stupid token like this in 10 minutes. Okay? And yeah, it's ridiculous. Don't put your money in crap like that. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm on, yeah, for Harmony, Unite, Defi Kingdom. Defi Kingdom is by far the most successful project I put my money in. I just tested it with $100. Now it's worth several $1,000s. And I managed to take out a couple $1,000s out of that already. Okay, but the rest of the money is locked in for several months. I mean, at one point it was worth like 20,000, and then it went down because the market crashed, blah, blah, blah. It's worth, what, 3,000-4,000 right now. But I started with only 100. So yeah, extremely successful project. And if you like to play the game with the NFTs in it, you know, it could be fun too. But yeah, it's a very successful project. I think it's quite good. Okay, more questions, or are we shutting down? All right. There's a new DFK clone called Defira made by Tranquil Team. Just putting it out there. I'm still researching. Is that listed at least on here or not? Defira. What that means? Not listed. Not interested. What's that? Ripea Finance. What the hell is that? Ripea. This thing? Okay, so that's on Phantom and price chart. Well, it's tanking pretty well. What is that? Ripea, welcome to Ripea. Oh, okay, another Ohm fork. Tomb fork, sorry. Another Tomb fork. Well, it's below 12. It's below 12, so it's probably not earning much right now. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot, so many Tomb forks, right? And many of them have the same issue, and you know they need to find a way to bring it back to peg when it's below peg. Okay, some are a little bit more successful than others at that, but typically they're not. So I'm not that excited about it. Okay, bye Chris, keep these live going and have a good night, morning. Yep, thank you very much for watching. All right, so yeah, it's getting late. I need to sleep. So we're going to make another daily video tomorrow, but it's going to be a little bit earlier. So it's going to be early afternoon tomorrow, I hope. Okay, but not around this time. On the weekend, it's easier for me to do it after 6 p.m. American Eastern Time. But during the week, between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern Time, typically that's my best time. Okay, so turn on the notification bell if you want to watch those videos, okay, and if you want me to answer your questions. Okay, that'd be the easiest way for you to find the daily crypto news. Okay, all right, so that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to ring the bell. Okay, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye. Thanks for